In this Code Climbers video, we'll explore the nuances of Dart strings, including multi-line strings, raw strings, and interpolation. Welcome back to Code Climbers, where we take you on a coding journey, one step at a time. Just like any programming language, there are two ways of declaring string literals in Dart, either using single quotes or using double quotes. You are free to mix and match double and single quotes, like nesting the Hello World text within the single quoted text. This is allowed as long as each type of quote can be paired. Now, consider the scenario of displaying a single quote as part of your string. We want to include an apostrophe in the first word, it's. Attempting to enclose the whole string with only single quotes would result in an error. A workaround for this issue is to escape that apostrophe character if you wish to insert it into your string. So, in this case, we escape the single quotes in the first word, and the apostrophe in it appears just as intended. To improve legibility, another better alternative is to surround your string with the symbol that is not in your string. For example, using double quotes to enclose it. Once again, the apostrophe appears just as intended, this time without relying on escape characters. Leveraging escape characters, Dart facilitates multi-line strings. This means you can break a large string into multiple lines using the new line character, indicated by \n, wherever a new line is needed. Effectively, this single string is, in fact, a multi-line string containing 3 lines. Consider a scenario where you might need to include the escape character /n in a string. In such cases, you can use a raw string by adding a prefix with the letter R before the string. In a raw string, \ is treated as a literal character, allowing /n to be printed just as it is. Raw strings prove helpful when you want to treat characters literally, such as in regular expressions or file paths. Dart provides the flexibility to write free-form text, particularly in the context of multi-line strings. While the /n has been a reliable choice for years, a more recent option has emerged. By using 3 quotation marks, single or double, Dart allows you to write free-form text without the need to inject any non-rendering control characters. In this example, we maintain the first line as is. Then, we place the second line on the following line, noting the gap at the start of line 2. We follow the same pattern for the third line, introducing a gap and concluding with triple quotes. The free-form text displays as expected, with 3 lines, the last 2 being indented. If we remove the indents from the code, running it results in all lines being aligned. This way, we can effortlessly add free-form texts without worrying about control characters. Like many other popular high-level languages, Dart supports the traditional way of concatenating strings, simply using the plus symbol between multiple strings to build complex statements. While Dart supports concatenation, it is now recommended to use interpolation syntax to construct strings. For example, the $sign notation can be used to interpolate single values, such as the integer 42 in the given snippet. This interpolation is not limited to single values, it also extends to complex expressions. For instance, you can add curly brackets after the $sign to write any Dart expression. In this case, the second line employs both types of string interpolation. Initially, the value 32 is directly inserted with the $sign before age. However, afterward, there is a C-style ternary operator within the string to determine whether the singular year or the plural years should be used based on the age. So, this code prints the plural word years when run with age set to 32. Similarly, when age is assigned the value 1, the code prints the singular word year. If you are finding this video helpful, Please consider subscribing to our channel Code Climbers. For detailed examples of strings and Dart, this documentation can be helpful, covering the examples from this video in depth. Also, for best practices to keep in mind when compassing strings and Dart, refer to this official documentation. For your ready reference, we have provided these documentation links in the description below. We hope that this video provided valuable insights into string manipulation features of Dart. Do subscribe to Code Climbers for more such content.